Welcome to ABM 6, the customer journey. This is the sixth module in account based marketing, and today we're covering the customer journey. With ABM 6, you may be wondering how we got here. Well, we started with account selection, identifying the accounts that matter most. Then we went on to ABM 2, which was the prospect insight, research into the business. ABM 3, people insight, research into the people who'll be making decisions at the prospects. ABM 4, the fourth step, content plan and messaging to make sure that we have a contextually relevant content plan to reach our customers. ABM 5, outreach, that's the fun part for the sales and business development team when they get to actually talk to customers. And now we're talking about ABM 6, that customer journey in its entirety. To start ABM 6, we know that 86% of buyers will pay more for a better customer experience. Our ABM customer journey contains a few essential elements, and to describe them in chronological order, the stages are awareness, search, consideration, decision, retention, and advocacy. And these are the stages that we would expect our buyers to go through as they progress through their buying journey with us. When we look at the ABM process in terms of how we got here, we're deliberately building on one aspect of it after another. We start deliberately picking the accounts that matter most to our business. Then we look at them really closely, in depth, to understand their business and their business challenges. Third step in people insight, we learned as much about the people at the prospect company as we can. Who do we think's on that buying committee? Then our outreach messaging is contextually relevant, personalized, and clearly highlights the problem we solve. That's ABM 4. We start the prospect outreach in ABM 5. But deliberately in the background, we have to be mindful of the fact that the customer journey, ABM 6, has to be outlined and be in place. Well, what is our ABM customer journey? We want to ask ourselves, what's the value that we create for this prospective customer? And we want to educate our prospects on the problem we solve and why they should care in their own self-interest. We need sustained presence with consistent, customer-focused messaging and content. And throughout this journey, we want to create awareness of the problem and our value as a solution over other alternatives in the market. This is the customer journey leading to a purchase decision and ultimately repeat business for us. So we want to create interest, a desire to buy from us, revenue, and a valued customer for the life of our business. Now that we've got an outline of the fundamentals of the customer journey, how do we deliver our customer journey for our prospects? Well, we start with a customer-centric approach and ask where and how do our customers prefer to get their industry information? And with our first attempts, our hunches are imperfect. So we covered a wide array of channels and venues to reach our customer. We learned from that. With ABM measurement, we measure the effectiveness of the channels to refine our investment and resources to hone in on the most effective channels. So, as part of the customer journey, what's the role for omni-channel outreach? How does that relate? Well, with an omni-channel approach and with input from sales, marketing, business development, operations, we build an integrated, consistent product and brand messaging across all of our channels. No matter where our customers see our messaging and content, the campaign look, messaging, color themes, value communications are consistent. That reinforces our problem definition, the product message, solution value, and visual brand presentation in the market for our customers. So how do we know if the customer journey we've envisioned is effective? Well, measurement helps us become more effective in delivering a superior experience for our customers. The insight enables us to deliver results faster with decreased sales cycle because we measurably know what works for our customers in the market and what doesn't. Gather performance data from all the channels in the customer journey, integrate them into our tools for access across all functions of our revenue team. We need accurate data for analytics so we can best assess the allocation of time, resources, and the return, ultimately in terms of satisfied customers, revenue, and profitability. As we frame our customer journey, consistency is key. The messaging and content must appear to be from the same source in a consistent manner. This amplifies the impact of the messaging and connotes reliability, credibility, quality, and clarity of communication. No matter where a customer sees us throughout the journey, the message will resonate with consistency and clarity. Well, we want to know what is in the customer journey plan. That's where we identify all the different channels a customer uses, collecting data on how, why, and when they might interact with a brand. Create personalized customer experience that's entirely seamless, meeting all of the customer's needs in the most integrated and unified way possible. We also want to find our customers where they find their information. And depending on the market, the focus may be digital or a hybrid of digital and traditional marketing venues. What are some of the critical elements of our ABM customer journey? We want to consider email invitations to industry events, in person or virtual, website landing page personalization, webinars featuring an industry celebrity, ad presence, online, trade print, email campaigns, LinkedIn presence, on demand content relevant to the customer, some cases direct mail, and in person trade events, the presence in person meetings. We call it B2B, but we know that ultimately the sales process is still human to human. Well, if you're wondering what a content plan would look like, there's a sample here. And it prescribes about 7 weeks of interaction, starts with follow up with a new connection. Week 2, sending them a contextually relevant article. Week 3, sending them a market study, perhaps one you've done in house or one that you've got to reprint distribution rights for. Week 4, podcast. Week 5, a Zoom follow up call. Week 6, social media. Week 7, follow up call, product information. And you notice that beside each of the weeks, there's a target. So that quantitatively, we know what we're doing, we know what level of connection conversion we're achieving. If we're following Lance rule of 7, this 7 weeks would give you about 7 points of interaction. But we know with a contemporary complex sale, you could be looking at more than 15 points of contact before that buyer's ready to confidently make a purchase decision. Well, part of the challenge in the content plan is picking the right channels. We want to choose our channels very wisely, respect the prospect in the channel, do the field work, and figure out where the prospects are getting their information. Gary Vaynerchuk always puts this into perspective, and he framed it best with, if content is king, then context is God. Focus on the field feedback from our sales team and conversion rates with prospects. Find out where we've been successful before and use those channels and measure them quantitatively to make sure they're still working. We want to continuously refine our messaging for each specific campaign. When we think about the customer journey, we want to focus on our buyers' specific pain points. That's where our solution meets their needs and why we did all the advanced work to understand their business and who they are. We craft the messaging and campaigns with the flexibility to be highly personalized for the contacts at each particular prospective account. Consider the buyer's experience during each step of the journey, during engagement and intent. Include a call to action and make the journey educational, content rich, and consequently valuable to our prospective customers. Create a scalable yet individualized, personalized experience for our customers. Frequency of contact and balance the interval of communication with the value offered. Well, if we sum up the customer journey, the things that we want to take away from this is it's a sustained and perhaps the lengthiest of the 7 steps in the ABM process. Our ABM customer journey is part of a long-term sales, business development, marketing strategy, and commitment designed to cultivate the right accounts and the right people at those accounts as long-term customers. This is the marathon phase of the process where we deliver the repeated contact required to establish trust, build credibility, and persuade our prospective customer to purchase our solution. There are elements of customer nurturing with a goal of maturing the marketing qualified leads into sales qualified leads in a scalable, methodical journey that educates, persuades, and adds value for our prospective customers. That concludes our 6th video on account-based marketing ABM, ABM 6, the customer journey. Stay focused on the customer and where they are getting their information and the pace of their buying decisions. They're going to buy on their own time, and we need to learn how to accommodate them, work with them, and be there when they need us. We can't really pressure them into a sale. We're going to have to work with them to get them through the process in their own time. That's it for ABM 6 Customer Journey. Well, if you've stayed this long in the video, there's always a little bit extra because that last mile, going the extra mile, that's never crowded. We can always do more for our customers. So, one thing to think about in applying ABM to ignite your revenue pipeline, think about IGNITE as the acronym. Identify the accounts in your ICP that have the best chance of becoming customers. G, generate personalized messaging. N, nail your content plan before you start outreach and trial different medium, podcasts, blogs, interviews, ebooks, webinars. I, again, include the cross-team functions of marketing, sales, ops, biz dev, finance, executive sponsorship as one whole integrated revenue team. T, tabulate the results and track your ROI metrics conscientiously. Lastly, E, engage. Reach out to those customers. Start with a personalized, high-touch message. Follow up with methodical customer journey omni-channel plan. That's it. We'll see you in the next video on ABM 7 ROI.